Blood fever coming at ya.
Subscribe to Papa's YouTube channel.
We're out.
All right, folks, I'm gonna do a little different something here. I got some CCI Subsonic. Sometimes this stuff performs really well in rifles. I have never shot it in this rifle, so I have no idea. I had a sleeve of this that had about half a box or better left in it, so I have 25 rounds loaded up over here of the non-lubed, and then over there on the other side you can see some magazines over there. I got 25 loaded up with the lubed. So we're going to see if this CCI Subsonic is worth lubing. And I will tell you one thing. I'll show you the difference here. These are hollow points, but if you look at it real close and you compare that to a CCI standard velocity, that's a much nicer looking projectile. It's got fatter forcing bands on it. And to me, I didn't find any loose crimps. And it is a little more expensive ammo. And if it's possible, this might be a better performing ammo, even though it's going to cost a little bit more. But down here on the ground, I just got to thinking about something. And I'm going to get a handful of this brass laying down here on the ground. I want you to see if that'll focus. You should be able to zoom in on that. This is all CCI head stamps. I'm not fooling y'all. I'm not putting Lapua or SK ammo in these magazines and shooting it. The way this is performing, this is CCI ammo. I would not lie to you. So let me go down there and get the target camera started, and I will show you still. We're at 50 yards. I have another target hung down there and got my camera down there. I just got to go start it. And we'll get this thing going and we'll see how this CCI Subsonic does. It might fool us. It's Johnny with Lead Fever. Be right back. All right, folks. We got the CCI Subsonic loaded up here. And we got another target hung down there, another low development target. I like using those because I got a pretty small point of aim. You can generally get groups on them pretty good. Now, I don't know what the point of impact is going to be on this. It's about the same velocity as the standard velocity. So let's see what we got. Let's get this thing going. Group 1. A little high left. Sounds a little hotter than the standard velocity, to be honest with you. It's not grouping as good so far, but that might be that the rifle's cold. The barrel is cold. It's been quite a few minutes since we've shot it, so let's go on over to the second group. See what we got. Don't give up on it yet. Yeah, that don't look bad. And this boat is so slick right now. I put that Minwax on my boats. And it just makes it so slick and smooth as butter that I put it on there and rub it in, let it set, and then buff it off, and it's just like polishing the paint on your car. That's why it does so good in the barrel. All right, folks. moving so smooth that I almost feel like I'm not resetting my trigger, but I am. All right, next group. Not looking bad. Not looking bad at all. Well, I'm kind of amazed. I didn't expect this ammo to do this well. Hope it keeps it up. I don't know if you can see it in the camera footage downrange, but if you look at the middle row of dots, I had to, if you look down at the bottom, you'll see some wrinkles. I had to massage that down a little bit because it's sticking out in the middle where it's gotten damp. So I'm going to get some cardstock from our targets to eliminate that problem. There's a little bit of a flyer. That wasn't me. That ruined that group. That would have all been right there in two little holes if it hadn't been for that flyer. So, let's go down to the next row. And let's get our lube ammo over here. And give it a whirl, Pearl. See what we got. This stuff has a kind of a sweet smell to it. That lube does. This stuff is designed for people that's got really thick hair or dreadlocks or whatever. It's kind of a sealer for it. Keep your scalp from drying out. Keep their hair together. It's called an edge sealer. All right, second group. See if I can hold still here. This table's rickety. I need to get a metal frame built for this. They won't let me put a concrete one out here. There's a flyer. All right, not a bad group. Not a bad group at all. Third group. Yeah, big flyer. Come on, CCI, that last one went in the same hole as that flyer, didn't it? Inconsistency. I didn't bring any good ammo with me today, or I would compare it to some good ammo, but I didn't bring any other ammo with me. I wanted to travel as light as I could. There's a lot of setting up and tearing down involved in this. All right, fourth group. making 2 groups down there. All right. Still not bad. Cheap ammo. Get this stuff for $9.99 100 rounds at my local shop. Sometimes it's $10.99. Right now it's $9.99. I pulled that one. That was me. I think we can see this pretty much. The lube don't do nothing for it. I don't know. We'll have to measure it and see. It looks like it might have tightened it up a little, but I don't think so. I think the projectiles are better quality on this. And if it wasn't a hollow point, if we could get CCI to make this round in a flat nose, I think we would have something. I may contact CCI and ask them what the possibility of doing that is. They probably won't do it. I've talked to them before about other issues. They don't like to talk. So let me go get this target and we'll measure it up and we'll see what it did. Looking from here, I don't see any big difference, really. If anything, it might have opened up some, and I think that's probably because of having some lube in the tips of the hollow points. It was impossible to keep from getting it in there. So this is Johnny. We'll go get the target. We'll measure it up. I'll be right back. All right, folks. What we got here for the CCI Subsonic at first group up there, 0.61. That was the biggest group. A 2.5, a 3.1, a 2.9, and a 2.9 for a total average of 0.35, which is really good. And this first group with the lube was 0.29, then a 0.42, a 0.55, a 0.39, and a 0.62. And that one right there, I pulled that. Without that one, it would have been a 0.23, but it wouldn't matter because it was still worse than without the lube. So the lube did not work for this at all. Like I say, the quality of the projectiles on this is a better projectile. If it wasn't a hollow point, it would perform even better. So I think over in Europe, they actually, CCI supplies a subsonic round like this, and it's basically the same load, but with a round nose instead of a hollow point. Be nice for them to make that in a flat nose. That would really be a nice round. So I hope you enjoyed this. We didn't gain nothing out of this at all, but I am tickled that it shoots, this rifle shoots this that good. I mean, that's, without this crazy flyer down here, both of these group averages were, under 0.4. So that's pretty good. So folks, I hope you got something good out of this. And appreciate you coming back and watching each and every one of these. It's very appreciated. It really is. So this is Lead Fever. May God be with you today and each and every day. We're out.